So you want to get married in your 20s?
Yeah.
You think you could be monogamous though?
Yeah.
Do you know what monogamous mean, Kodak?
No.
I know, exactly. Your father was a crackhead, right?
Well, he was. He's doing good now.
Who the hell your sisters?
Oh, man, I don't want to get into that. It's a little too personal.
I got an old soul, but I feel like people tell me I look 12, 13. They tell me I'm sexy.
I've never heard that.
From the time Charlamagne caught a great deal of backlash for making a rapper cry on a Breakfast Club to the time he exposed 6ix9ine for being a fake gangster, these are times Charlamagne Tha God exposed rappers. Starting off with the time Tory Lanez almost started a fight in the Breakfast Club studio over Charlamagne getting into his personal business. It all went down in a 2018 interview where Charlamagne Tha God out of nowhere brought up the topic of Tory's baldness after noticing the hair on his head.
I told you I'd never seen you with hair. Why you growing hair?
Man, I had to fix my edges up a little bit first and foremost.
You got a bald spot, bro. Get rid of that. Cut the shave bald.
Why you gotta? Damn, I can't. Give me some time to grow out
Why
here,
don't you
B.
love
I'm glad you got the hairline, though.
You know
I didn't know you
what
had
I'm
that. I thought your hairline was non-existent, so it's good to know you got one of those. Well, get the baldy. What's up, man?
Did you have a surgery?
You got the implant?
Yeah, no. What I did was I had to get it like on my side, on the edges. My hair was never that up. I just once my edges started going crazy.
Shit, Tory.
I swear to God.
Your hairline was trash like mine.
Look at my old shit.
Okay.
Everything in the hair was straight. Just my sides and my edges was getting crazy, my nigga.
Even if Charlamagne was making fun of him, Tory maintained that his hair wasn't ever that bad and was always growing back. But when Charlamagne asked the camera guy to zoom in on Tory's bald spot, Tory threatened the dude to back off if he didn't want to catch a fade.
Tory, what about this part though?
My shit good. My shit gonna grow.
Nick, come here, get the camera,
good.
Nick.
Hey, yo, Nick, if you come over here, I'll beat your ass, man. Nick, go over there before I beat your ass, man. Some real shit about to try to play me in this motherfucker. Try to play me in this motherfucker, man. You gonna get Nick f***ed up over here. I'm about to beat Nick ass.
Hey, Lil Tory.
No more cameraman for Breakfast Club and shit. Like, she would have been crazy in here.
But even if he was threatening to knock the cameraman out, Tory Lanez kept things on a light note and had no problems with Charlamagne at all. This next rapper, however, refused to do another Breakfast Club interview after Charlamagne not only asked some deeply personal questions, but also seemed to make some unfounded accusations against him. Logic's 2014 Breakfast Club interview took off on a friendly note, with him being super excited to be on the show, but it would sadly turn out to be a haunting experience for Logic, because for starters, it didn't take too long for Charlamagne to make an out-of-pocket comment, bringing up the topic of Logic's dad, who used to be an addict.
Because my mother, she was prejudiced, which is crazy. It's crazy to think about that. That this woman has all children by black men, and yet she was prejudiced. How does that even make sense?
It's because she had her own reasons.
Did any of those black men ever like make an honest woman out of her, marry her?
She's been married a few times, but it didn't work out.
That's
obviously.
why she can't
why she hate black men.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Your father was a crackhead, right?
Well, he was. He's doing good now. He's sober now. But it's crazy.
It's all about experience.
Logic stayed on the topic of his father, but like his previous comment wasn't awkward enough, Charlamagne a few minutes later also asked his guest a deeply personal question about some abuse suffered by his sister.
I mean, there was a time where my dad he was like, I'm going to sue you. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, I know. It's crazy. Like I said, he's a good dude. I guess he was just a little angry. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like he's got to understand from my point of view. It's like, you were never there for me.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
You beat my mom.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. I know other men did, but I never witnessed that. But who knows? Anyway,
you should be a gangster rapper.
So I witnessed all these things. You were never there for me, and you're mad at me because I'm painting the picture of what you did to yourself by smoking crack. But he got over it. He's like, whatever. I talk about it on the album.
Who the hell raped sisters?
Oh man, I don't want to get into that. It's a little too personal.
But
No, it's all good.
It's okay.
No, I was just talking about statements. I'm not going to go into who or what or where, but these are the things that I witnessed and that I saw growing up, unfortunately.
Charlamagne, right then and there, got some backlash from his co-host for the insensitive question, even if Logic tried to play it off. But Logic was on the show again a year later, and what Charlamagne did this time proved to be the final nail in the coffin, because he tried to imply that Logic was homophobic in reference to a DJ Vlad interview that Charlamagne didn't even watch.
Now, I saw you do an interview with Vlad TV, and you said that it would be very uncomfortable for you to listen to a gay rapper talking about kissing a dude.
Did I say that?
I don't know.
I thought you said you saw it, Charlamagne.
I said that.
Yeah, you said you saw it on Vlad
I don't
TV.
think I said that because.
Well, he said
First of all,
said that.
shout out.
I saw it somewhere.
I don't know exactly how that got written, but
You know Vlad headlines be crazy.
Yeah, I know they do be
Yeah.
kind
Well,
of
that's why you
crazy.
should watch it before you just
on the
pull
audio
that
to
headline.
listen.
Yeah, no.
My goodness.
It might not have looked like he took offense, but that was the last straw for Logic, because later on, in a track titled Clickbait, he made it known he wouldn't be making any more Breakfast Club appearances. He also dissed Charlamagne, labeling him shameless and calling him out for not doing his research before calling Logic homophobic. And during his short-lived retirement in 2020, Logic did an interview on Genius where he explained the effect Charlamagne's comments had on him.
Was there one that hurt you in particular? Like one criticism or one? There was a lot of bullets.
Probably, honestly, if I'm gonna be real, probably Budden and Charlamagne. I really fuck with Charlamagne and I respect Charlamagne. Let me just say that now. When he basically kind of called me homophobic without even watching an interview, and I was like, I didn't even say that, and then for him to just out his mouth be like, yo, who raped your sister? Like, so callous, like, that fucked me up. And I actually held on to that for like 6 years, man. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this isn't healthy. And I'm talking to my therapist about it. And I put it on a record. I talk my shit on a record, right?
Logic, however, wouldn't be the first rapper to have a fallout with Charlamagne Tha God. A lot of rappers, in fact, have had beef with Charlamagne over the years, but this next rapper got Charlamagne so shook that even he admitted it was the scariest moment of his Breakfast Club career. Nelly was on the Breakfast Club in 2012 for an interview, and Charlamagne, being his usual candid self, started off letting Nelly know that his music just wasn't popping anymore.
Now, Nelly, at one point you were like the biggest rapper in the world.
Yeah.
You know, those things have changed.
Okay.
You know, musically, you kind of cold out here.
Well, you think so?
I mean, come on. Yeah.
It seemed like they had moved on from the subject, but a few minutes later, Charlamagne doubled down on his comments and called out DJ Envy and Angela Yee for not agreeing with him just because Nelly was in the room.
I know when you were younger, everybody always said that you were kind of hot-tempered. You said you got kicked out of a bunch of different schools and everything.
I mean, we've learned to pull it back to a certain point, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, retainers are retainers, so we make sure we keep them.
Oh, I'm suing. Please don't hit me. You own part of the Bobcats. You got bread. Don't think just because Nelly's cold out here musically, he don't got no money. He got bread.
Why are you calling him cold musically so much?
I mean,
now see, this is why I don't like. No, Nelly, let me tell you something. Angela and we have this conversation all the time. They say Nelly's not out here musically. Now that he's here, y'all gonna act like that?
I definitely didn't say that because we had the conversation. I said
we talked about
I said the songs that I like. I said I like the song that he did.
I'm gonna let y'all moonwalk.
Like.
You know, y'all like to
You're
dance.
the one that said that.
And that's the problem. Just tell the artist the truth.
You saying cold as in not
just music.
Now?
That's all.
As in right now.
Right now, yeah.
Okay. As in today.
As in today, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nelly kept playing it cool, but Charlamagne wasn't done messing with his guest because he also tried to say something slick a few minutes after that, and this time Nelly had to check him, reminding Charlamagne that he kept retainers for people who like to run their mouths.
I ain't never had no problem with Herb, man. You know what I'm saying? We always say what's up and keep it moving.
Never no pound and then a whisper in the ear, you got a good girl. Take care of her.
Nah, I don't think he said that, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know, champ. You know, if it's something you trying to get to, just get to it. You know, like I said, we retainers, bro. Just say what you mean what you say.
No, I don't want to. I don't want no. I was just on World Star last week.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't want no problem.
I know. I got you.
Now, apple bottom jeans. You own apple bottom jeans.
Even if Charlamagne was all last at the end, he admitted on a couple of occasions that Nelly's subtle threat was the scariest moment of his Breakfast Club career.
Have you ever been pressed for kind of being a little too mouthy with a gangster?
Yeah, it was with Nelly.
Nelly!
Nelly,
That's
bro.
hilarious. Hey, Logan had one of those moments too.
You see that reaction, but what y'all don't know is Nelly is really a street dude from St. Louis, and he's in shape like a motherfucker. Bro, I'm like, yo, you kind of cold musically, right? Like, you know, ain't really shit popping with the music right now. And Nelly looked at me, and Nelly goes, yo, we keep retainers for guys like you, cuz. And I was like, oh.
Charlamagne also admitted that he had to practically shut up for the rest of the Nelly interview, but unlike with Nelly, Charlamagne didn't know when to back off of Diddy and ended up completely exposing one of his controversial secrets on a Breakfast Club episode, many years before his recent drama. It all started with these clips of Diddy from a Drink Champs podcast episode that went viral because of how sus Puff was acting towards the host on the show.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at?
I like when you
It's right
scrambling
here,
and scraping for shit.
No,
I like that.
I'm gonna have a party, and we had parties, but I was more like just trying to just vibe, like just see where I look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying it seems like a thing.
I
with
miss
this
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying?
The clips going viral fueled the already existing rumors about Diddy's sexuality, and Charlamagne, being the agitator that he is, made sure to bring up the topic when Diddy came on The Breakfast Club in 2018. Charlamagne started by asking Diddy about a comment DJ Khaled made about him that sounded suspicious.
Khaled made a comment on the last episode. What did he mean when he said this?
I remember Diddy saying, if you get on your knees.
What was he talking about?
I said, if you get on your knees, you're supposed to cry. If you're singing a song.
Oh, okay.
Charlamagne immediately followed that up by bringing up the topic of Diddy's Drink Champs interview, but Diddy claimed he couldn't remember the stuff he was saying on that episode since he had just come from a party that day.
We segueing into the Drink Champs interview when you was with Nori and Fab and Jada and everybody. They made a compilation video with you because they said you were sounding real suspect on the interview.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Of course, I didn't see it.
No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
I swear to God.
Come on, man. You saw that on World Star and on the gram.
I don't play games. Y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I don't play games. But yeah.
Did you
compilation? Nah, I was coming off of being in Miami a night of party, and I don't really remember what I was saying.
But Charlamagne wasn't trying to let Diddy off that easily, so to jog his memory, he played the Drink Champs clip, and judging by Diddy's reaction, he was clearly embarrassed.
Like a reminder.
Yeah, sure.
Play something.
Hey, yo, listen, yo, I love it all. I love it all, man.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Where you put my bag
Daddy,
at?
I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
No.
That was you.
Scrambling.
What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey, man.
To make things worse, Charlamagne also brought up Diddy allegedly asking to take 50 Cent shopping. Puff didn't deny it, but said he only made the offer because he thought 50 needed some new clothes.
50 came up here and he was giving you flack for the asking Fab to party. I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why are you and 50?
Hey, yo.
Why y'all not?
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see it.
Y'all can't see that he loves me?
But see,
you really, hold on, you really think that's hate? You really, when you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
Okay.
For a lot of people, Diddy's Breakfast Club interview was undeniable proof that he was into men just based on how he was acting the whole time. But he wouldn't be the only rapper Charlamagne has caught with their pants down, because Charlamagne Tha God also exposed Soulja Boy for lying about a couple of things, including an alleged $400 million deal. Soulja Boy was on The Breakfast Club for the first time in 2019, and right from the jump, it seemed like Charlamagne had it out for him, because he said Soulja smelled like 2 pounds of weed and had to check his nose for coke.
This motherfucker smelled like 2 pounds of marijuana. It smelled like the loudest kush you could find in New York this morning, sir.
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Let me look at your nostrils. Let me look up and make
What's in his nostrils?
no coke remnants. So yeah, just the weed smell.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think Soulja Boy used coke?
I don't think. That's what the internet say.
Soulja explained how the false rumors started and that he hadn't ever done coke in his life, but 30 minutes into the interview, the topic of a viral clip of Soulja Boy came up, and Charlamagne called out Soulja for claiming to be from Compton.
It's just my hood. It was just another day, and you know.
That's Compton, though.
Yeah.
You're not from Compton?
I am from Bumpton.
You from Compton?
Yeah, I'm from Bumpton, yeah.
I thought you from Mississippi somewhere.
Nah, I'm from Bumpton. I'm from California, Bumpton, yeah.
How? You was born in Compton?
Nah, I was born in Chicago.
I'm so confused. But so how I'm saying, how is Bumpton your hood?
It's my hood, nigga. That's where I'm from.
Charlamagne still didn't understand, but he seemed to take Soulja Boy's word for it. However, he wasn't done coming at Soulja, because he next exposed him for claiming he bagged a $400 million endorsement deal in 2016, when the deal was really only worth $2.5 million.
Now, you announced you had a $400 million deal with the World Poker Fund.
That was facts. What is what?
You said it was an $80 million a year contract for 5 years for in-flight gaming.
Google it. I still got the contract right now. What are you talking about?
Well, the company said it turned out that it was just shares that were valued at $2.5 million.
Same thing. Well, millions is millions, baby.
No, Soulja. Millions is not millions. You can't say 400 million and the stock is only 2.5. That's a big difference.
Millions is millions, my baby. Come on, man. Money is money, Shaw.
So that was a real deal. It just wasn't.
That was real, Charlotte.
It wasn't the initial number you said.
Yeah, but it was real though.
Soulja eventually admitted the truth about the deal, but his earlier claim about being from Compton would come back to haunt him, because in an interview with the Migos 2 years later, Charlamagne objected when the rest of the room implied that Soulja was an Atlanta rapper.
Now let's talk about this Mount Rushmore of Atlanta, because I saw y'all talking about that. Is that an all-time list y'all feel like y'all should be on, or just the past decade?
Not shout out to the city, but all-time though.
So you ain't gonna put Soulja Boy on there then?
No, man, Soulja not even from Atlanta.
Don't start that shit.
Soulja Boy started it all. Don't mess with Soulja Boy.
Charlamagne may have just been speaking off of what Soulja Boy told him in their last interview, but Soulja Boy crashed out on live about it, calling out Charlamagne for saying he's not from Atlanta, even if he was the one who originally told Charlamagne he was from Compton.
Stop playing with me, Charlamagne Tha God, Breakfast Club, nigga. Could you talk about I'm not from Atlanta? Where the fuck I'm from, nigga? Where the fuck you think I shot Crank Dad at? Where the fuck you think I went to school at? Where the fuck you think I grew up at? Where the fuck you think I was jumping the monorail at? Man, what the fuck this nigga talking about? I ain't from Atlanta, bro. Stop fucking playing with me, nigga.
A few months after his crash out, Soulja Boy was back on a Breakfast Club where he tried to address the issue with Charlamagne, but Charlamagne let him know that he only said that because Soulja had told him he was from Compton.
You had some smoke for Charlamagne a couple months ago. Charlamagne said something wild you didn't like, and you had some smoke for him, man.
Smoke?
I ain't feel that way.
Nah. It was just, Charlamagne said I went from Atlanta.
Yeah, because you told us you was from Compton.
Man, come on,
that's what you told us. You said that, big Soulja.
Come on, same difference, man. They know
it's not the same difference now.
Same difference. Nah, but it's love though, man. Saying Charlamagne know it's our love, like, you know what I'm saying, and he cleared it up like the same day. You feel me?
I fuck with big Soulja.
Yes, he should.
But moving on, we gotta talk about the time Charlamagne caught some heat for allegedly bullying a rapper so much that it brought her to the point of tears. Lil Mama is a fairly known rapper from Harlem, New York, but even if she had a decent rap career, what she became most known as was the girl who crashed the Jay-Z and Alicia Keys 2009 VMA performance. So when she came on a Breakfast Club 2 years after that infamous incident, there was no way the subject wasn't going to come up, but Charlamagne first kicked things off by making fun of her looks.
I can't believe this.
What?
I honestly can't believe that she showed up.
Lil Mama.
The real Lil Mama. Now, Lil Mama, you know, we give it to you hard on this show.
Already.
You know, one of my nicknames for you is the voice of the young struggle face.
What?
It's because you're young, but you have an old face.
I got an old soul, but I feel like people tell me I look 12, 13. They tell me I'm sexy.
I've never heard that. Everybody in this room has heard, everybody says, okay, Lil Mama got to be like 30-something. She lies about her age, right?
Starting an interview by roasting your guests for no reason isn't something you'd put past Charlamagne, but they eventually got to the elephant in the room, which was the topic of the VMA incident.
Now let's talk about Lil Mama's her biggest thing in her life. Not the album, not the TV show. Yes. Standing on stage with Jay-Z
Envy, stop trying to come from my neck talking about the biggest thing in my life.
That was the biggest thing.
Because Asian people who don't know who Lil Mama is, people over right now in Africa who might not know who Lil Mama is, say, who the hell is that girl standing next to Alicia Keys and Jay-Z?
That's when I realized that you were delusional as hell. Because what made you feel like you could get up and go on stage with Alicia Keys and Jay-Z?
Lil Mama went on to explain that even if it was poorly received, what she did at the VMAs was just an attempt at showing love, but Charlamagne just resumed making fun of her.
Yeah, Jay-Z was like, who's this young man trying to get on stage? They touch me.
Yo, Charlamagne's son, his daughter, I just saw him, just beautiful. But anyway, I don't
Are you high? Lil Mama ignored Charlamagne and continued to explain that while she did apologize for what she didn't regret it either, also mentioning that she also got support from big names in the industry like Snoop Dogg. That's when Charlamagne took a shot at her again, saying Snoop didn't mean whatever it was he told her.
Snoop gets high.
Yeah, Snoop gets high.
So he probably was just talking out his
difference?
ass.
So what about if Snoop was right here right now? What would you say?
I would say, Snoop, you really want to do a track with Lil Mama?
It's already done.
Oh, you did a track with her?
Yeah, what are you saying?
Shut it up, Charlamagne.
Shut it up, Charlamagne.
Yeah.
You know, Lil Mama, you have a lot of confidence, and that's a good thing.
Thank you.
But you have to actually, no, seriously, you actually have to accomplish a lot more before you come off as cocky as
But
you
I
do.
didn't come off as cocky. I come off as confident. I believe in God.
At this point, it was starting to look like the interview was becoming more friendly, with Lil Mama taking everything Charlamagne was throwing at her well and trying to roast him back. But that atmosphere didn't last too long, because later on, Angela Yee asked Lil Mama a question that caused her to break down crying.
I feel like right now you're not focused on doing music. You said that you want to take a hiatus from music.
I've taken a step away from music already. I'm getting back into the music now. I'm not here to say what I'm gonna do. When I was 17 years old, I put out an album while my mother was dying of cancer. That right there alone is a struggle. That's hard.
Right.
That's tough for anybody. My music will speak for itself. My actions will speak for itself. My mother will be proud. My father will be proud.
Moments later, Lil Mama also called out Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club for making fun of their guests, and after that, Charlamagne dialed down the jokes and assumed a more serious tone. But he got a lot of hate after the interview got out, since it looked like he bullied her to the point of tears. About 5 years later, however, Lil Mama returned to the Breakfast Club and immediately cleared it up, saying while Charlamagne did upset her, the real reason she got emotional was because she was speaking about her mother.
She's returned to the scene of the crime.
Lil Mama!
Lil Mama's in the
What up,
building.
Lil Mama?
What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Now let's clear it up. Last time you was here.
Why you use that?
He's so upset
Y'all
because everybody thinks Charlamagne's a bully.
Yes, I didn't make you cry, right?
No, not technically, no. It was Angela Yee, because I did
That's
see
what I say all the time, is
I
Angela
did see
Yee.
the interview where you said, you know, it was Angela Yee, and then I watched it back. I said, wait, it was Angela. I gotta whoop Angela. No, I'm playing.
Meanwhile, Charlamagne, on the other hand, got pressed by his co-host to apologize to Lil Mama for his role in what went down, but he felt there was nothing to apologize for.
You caught a lot of backlash because you was riding me hard. You was like, yeah, Lil Mama, what's up? Nah, I'm playing.
Wait, I think this is a good time for Charlamagne to apologize for that interview. You were very mean.
I gotta look cute when I accept my apology.
And you do look cute.
Not apologizing.
You got to.
You should.
Come on, Charlamagne.
You were really mean. You know you went a little shy.
Some nasty stuff.
It was jokes. I'm not apologizing for jokes.
And Lil Mama isn't the only female rapper Charlamagne has tried to check on his show, because more recently, he also tried to break the truth to an overweight rapper who was acting entitled about being plus-sized. A Detroit rapper who goes by the name Dank Demoss started going viral at the start of 2025 over a lawsuit she filed against Lyft. Dank felt discriminated against after one of Lyft's drivers canceled her ride after realizing she weighed nearly 500 pounds. And since the story blew up so much, she got invited to the Breakfast Club, but when she got to the studio, things got a bit awkward as she couldn't fit in a regular-sized chair and had to request a bigger seat.
This the only seat y'all got?
What you want? What you need?
A bigger chair or something.
She already little.
We had
That's what I'm talking about. Good. This is the accommodation.
There you go.
In this type of situation, you'd expect Charlamagne to try to make some candid remarks, and he didn't disappoint, because a few minutes into the interview, he tried to give Dank a reality check concerning her weight.
You walked in and, you know, you said the chair was too small, so we had to bring the part of the sectional for you to sit in. And you said something. You said, now this is what I'm talking about, accommodations, right?
Yes.
But we live in a world that's not always going to be able to accommodate people that are
But we
plus
should,
size.
though. We should, because we not all the same, you know? I feel like a lot of times people think that bigger people, obese, the F word people should just be in a house. When it's like,
The
we
F
not.
word?
Yeah, the F word. I'm not
You
about
heard
to
that you can't say in your house,
Yeah.
fat.
You don't like.
Oh!
I'm not saying that word.
Yeah.
Dank later got talking about the incident with the Lyft driver, but Charlamagne also didn't agree with her when she said the reason she felt discriminated against was because she had been fitting into regular-sized cars even at her current weight.
There was conversation like, well, she should have ordered a bigger car like the XL, whatever. You normally order the regular cars.
Yeah, I always order the regular cars, and I feel like I don't have to order an Uber XL or a Lyft XL. I feel like I don't have to do that.
Like big people know what cars they can fit in.
Do they though? Yeah, I got a little Prius.
I can fit in there.
You can't fit in no
Yes,
Prius.
I can. I can fit in there.
She just told you that she sat in a PT Cruiser and she was 5
Yes, I did. I was in a PT Cruiser.
I don't believe you can fit in no Prius though.
Yes, I can.
Front or back?
Both.
Stop playing with her. She's
Both of them. I came here on a bike.
You know, Big Dank, you did.
But so now,
Stop playing with me.
I'm on no bike now.
But unlike Dank, who got defensive, not all rappers try to argue with Charlamagne, like 6ix9ine, who immediately admitted it when Charlamagne called him out for being a fake gangster. Back in 2022, Tekashi 6ix9ine was beefing with Chicago rappers like FBG Duck. It went on for a month, at which point Chicago rappers claimed 6ix9ine was banned from stepping foot in Chicago, and in response, 6ix9ine pulled up to the notorious O Block and posted a video of it, trolling Chicago rappers.
O Block right here. This what y'all wanted me in Chicago. O Block right here. I should call this shit no block. It's 10 o'clock. What the fuck y'all at? Outside. It's only 10 p.m. What the fuck y'all niggas at, blood?
However, even if 6ix9ine claimed it was 10 p.m., leaked street cam footage revealed he was actually there at 3 a.m. in the morning and left right after shooting the video. And when 6ix9ine appeared on The Breakfast Club a few months later, Charlamagne sure enough brought up the topic of the leaked footage.
You went to O Block.
Kids, yeah, I went to O Block.
At 4 in the morning though.
4 in the morning. I was there. I was chilling.
Saw the surveillance video. You was there for like 30 seconds.
Nah, it was actually like for like 15.
Seconds.
I was gone. I'm like,
you gotta stop this shit, man.
Nah,
you a
because
good
look,
guy, man.
because listen, I'm gonna sit there and entertain y'all, but I'm not gonna sit there and die for y'all. That's not.
But that's what we trying to avoid. 6ix9ine, you're entertaining, you're funny, you're likable. Knock all the other shit off. You can make amends right now. You can be like, you know what? I apologize to everybody that ever beefed with. I just want to have fun and make some money. That's it.
And like 6ix9ine, another rapper who took no issue with being exposed by Charlamagne is Kodak Black, whom Charlamagne made fun of for having a poor vocabulary, because in one of Kodak's Breakfast Club interviews, he got caught out by Charlamagne for not knowing what a fairly common word meant.
So you want to get married in your 20s?
Yeah.
You think you could be monogamous though?
Yeah.
Do you know what monogamous mean, Kodak?
No.
I know, exactly. That means, can you be faithful to one woman?
One woman, all the way.
Yeah,
Forever,
I could.
just you and her.
Listen, the other night I fell asleep on the phone with a girl.
So for the first night ever, you talked to only one girl.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
I hope so.
But while Kodak was caught out for something as minor as not knowing a word's meaning, Kanye West got called out by Charlamagne on some far more serious matters. Charlamagne has given Ye the Donkey of the Day title a few times, but the most recent time was 3 years ago, when Ye was going through his beef with Pete Davidson over Kim Kardashian.
This is all coming from a place of love. Donkey of the Day for Monday, March 14th goes to Kanye West. Nobody is better at conflating BS with real issues to make himself look like the victim than Kanye West. Kanye doesn't want his kids on TikTok. I understand that totally. I don't want my kids on social media either.
At this point, Charlamagne had a direct message for Ye, basically calling him a hypocrite for preaching one thing and promoting the opposite.
Kanye West, this is Charlamagne talking. Brother Leonard, you have more negative influence on people than TikTok ever will. Does Kanye West think depicting the murder of his ex-wife's boyfriend in a music video, decapitating him and burying him, is a positive image? Is he okay with his kids or any kids seeing those images? You think that video of you pretending to murder Pete wasn't all over TikTok? It's very hypocritical, okay? Speaking of positive images, what happened to Jesus, Kanye? What happened to your love of Christ? What about any of what you're doing is Christian? I don't care how many times you pray online. I don't care how many times you mention God. You make all that null and void when you're killing someone in a music video and when you are making threats to people online saying that you can afford to get them hurt. You have to be the change you want to see in the world, Kanye.
And if you know Charlamagne, you know he wouldn't be afraid to tell Ye stuff like that to his face either. In fact, in one of Ye's Breakfast Club appearances, Charlamagne straight up let him know that his album was whack.
Do you not like the reception Jesus has gotten? Cause I didn't like the album at all. And I was a Kanye West fan.
Yeah.
But Jesus was whack to me.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So what were you saying?
Ye probably felt ignoring Charlamagne would be the best way to handle that situation, but more often than not, rappers don't let Charlamagne slide with his comments. And this next rapper's confrontation with Charlamagne got so intense that it made for the most watched Breakfast Club episode ever. What set the Birdman-Charlamagne beef in motion was an interview Charlamagne gave with DJ Vlad, where he was asked his thoughts on Lil Wayne's fallout with Birdman's Cash Money Records.
What do you think about Lil Wayne's riff with Cash Money?
Oh man, I mean that's gotta hurt. It's gotta hurt because Lil Wayne has been with Baby forever. Listen, they kissed in the mouth. That's a different kind of contract. Like you can't shit on the person that you've kissed in the mouth publicly. Y'all got tattoos of each other, yo. Like this is different. Right. This is like a bad breakup. Listen, I just don't understand why would you want to sign the Birdman after seeing how he did his son. The man he kissed in the mouth. The man who made Cash Money what it is. First of all, let's be clear. Cash Money would be dead if it wasn't for Lil Wayne.
And it wasn't just Charlamagne on this occasion who stirred up trouble, because during an interview with Rick Ross, DJ Envy also brought the topic of Birdman up and had Rose speak on it.
What's your relationship with Birdman?
I don't have one with Birdman. You know what I'm saying? If you read the Source magazine, you will see that, you know, right now, and really me just seeing what Wayne going through as an artist, him being a boss, you know, me idolizing Birdman at the time, me looking up to Lil Wayne, Wayne being the first artist to make so many feats, not just as an artist, but an artist coming from the South. That's something that I took personal. So for me to see the way things are transpiring, I can't respect that, and I don't respect that.
Another guest who Charlamagne and the crew got to say something on Birdman was Trick Daddy, but he did more than just give his opinion on Birdman when he revealed he heard Baby might also be gay.
So you don't like Birdman? Y'all got a little issue?
No, I don't. I've done business with Birdman. Some are good and some is bad. I just think when you're trying to be a CEO and you're trying to be a rapper and you're trying to be a ladies' man and you're trying to be a girlfriend and you trying to be
a girlfriend,
a Crip and a Blood.
You trying to be a girlfriend?
Why you call him a girlfriend?
I don't know. That's what they said.
Oh, you mean like
I'm like DJ Khaled. I got it from the streets.
With all the noise being made about him on The Breakfast Club, Birdman finally got to make his own appearance on the show 5 months after the Trick Daddy interview. But even before the show went on air, Birdman had something to get off his chest.
Y'all ready? Yes, sir. I want to start this shit off straight, telling all three of y'all stop playing with my name.
Let's go on there. Let's go.
Stop playing with my fucking name.
Let's do it on camera.
Stop playing with my name.
Let's go right on there.
Nigga, my name, come up, respect it.
Let's go.
Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
A few seconds later, the interview officially kicked off, but Charlamagne wanted Birdman to clear up the issue he had with the Breakfast Club crew before they could continue. However, this only caused Birdman to resume his rant, going off on Charlamagne, whom he now seemed to particularly have a problem with.
We got a special guest in the building.
He done cursed us out. Tell him, get it off your chest, Birdman.
I wanted to talk to you on your man in your face.
Absolutely.
You understand me? I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand me? Straight up like a man.
So what's the issue?
No sugar. Ain't no issue. If it was an issue, you'll feel me. I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name.
Charlamagne wasn't just unintimidated by Birdman, but he even shot back at him, telling Baby to go at Rick Ross and Trick Daddy, not a mere radio guy. But this only upset Birdman further, and he left without doing the interview.
You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or Trick Daddy?
Man, I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Yeah, but I'm the radio guy. Why pull up on the radio guy? Don't act tough with the radio guy.
I hate my y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. Let's rock.
About a week later, Birdman revealed the reason he even stopped at the Breakfast Club studio was to let Charlamagne know to stop disrespecting him, since, in his words, Charlamagne had been slandering his name for a while.
I was coming to New York anyway because I was shooting my music mogul, and I felt it was time for me to go sit down and see this man. I think for a few years he'd been just slandering my name, just playing with my name and not respecting me. To me as a man, it was deeper than music to me. So I just wanted to go up there and see what's happening, man. Put some respect on my name, straight up.
Charlamagne also gave an interview on Vlad TV a month later, where he admitted what made Birdman upset with the comments he made about Wayne's fallout with Cash Money.
From what I was told, that's what he was upset about. The fact that he feels like I'm messing up his business when I say that. But it's not like I'm making that up.
Right.
Like I'm getting that from other media outlets. I'm hearing that from Wayne himself through the media. So it's like, I'm not making none of that stuff up when I say it. We saw you kiss Wayne. We know you got tattoos of Wayne on your chest. Like, we're not making any of this stuff up.
These were times Charlamagne Tha God exposed rappers. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and check out the most disrespectful Charleston white moments caught on camera.